All right, Muncie, Indiana here, um, and out at the Muncie Skate Park. This is one of their newer parks, or it's a relatively new park. The Google does not even show a picture of the new, or it doesn't show up on Google's map. I think there actually are some pictures when you click on it, but they're calling it the West Side Skate Park on Google. It's like Muncie Skate Park. This is like the White River. The White River is like this area right here where there's lots of trees. You'll ever notice that there's usually, like, a lot of times where there's a river, there's like trees near the river. I guess it makes sense. Trees need water. There's water by a river. So you'll usually kind of know that, but you'll see that. But these trees right here kind of like border this river called the White River, which goes through the city, the town, the Indiana town, city. I don't know what, it's probably the city. There it is. The city of Muncie. And they've got a bunch of parks along the river. This actually reminds me of Fort Wayne in that similar sense, how they've got a river kind of, there's river water going through the town, and then like, hey, let's make a whole bunch of parks near that river. All right, well, here's the rules for the West Side Skate Park. Safety first, skate, ride, and roll at your own risk. Helmets and safety gear are highly recommended. Children 13 and under must have adult supervision. No sitting or standing on the skate surface. Interesting. Haven't come across that one. No sitting or standing on the skate surface. I guess that makes sense. That would be blocking the flow of the skate, and that's what we've talked about many times. When we do our skill, we're not going to be in the way of the skate either. So, okay. Be respectful of our park. Park is designed for skateboards, BMX, scooters, and skates. So this is interesting. It's rarely said specifically that it's designed for scooters and the skates. But now, and I guess we can assume that this is both rollerblade and roller skates. Not sure about that, but skateboards, and notice skateboarding first, then the BMX, then the scooters, and then skates. Okay, no graffiti, wax, or stickers. BMX must have the plastic pegs. Plastic pegs keep the food, drink, and the litter off the skate surface. Yep, keep it clean and clear. Be respectful of others. Weapons, firearms, profanity, alcohol, drugs, vaping, or tobacco products are prohibited on the grounds. Do not use this facility if a hazardous condition exists, rain, snow, ice, or wind. Report the problem to the police department. Call the number here, and the park is open from dawn to dusk. Okay. As far as skill space is concerned, I think in general we've sort of developed this thing about having a barrier. So you kind of want to always have like a barrier between you and the street, you and a playground, you and the skate park, etc. So, but yeah, I mean, this whole thing right here looks good. You always have to do your due diligence, like kind of checking out the spots, as they come, so you might say, oh, well, I want to go set up between these two trees, and then you get over here and you're like, oh, that doesn't work out so well because of whatever reason. The ground could be uneven, or it's could be a lot of different reasons. It's like, this doesn't work out, so you go somewhere else. Lots of different areas, especially in a place like this where it's built into a park. Sometimes it isn't like that. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes the skate park is not built into an already existing park. Let's see. They do have some sort of memorials going on here for the trees. We actually were just seeing some of these at when we were in Rantoul, Illinois. They had memorial trees, but they didn't have flowers. So it's nice to have like a nice tree dedication. There's another one over here, and there also is. There's just tons of there's space over here. You got a whole basketball court thing over here. And there's just going to be a lot of spots around here near the skate park. So that's basically what we're looking for as far as the skill space is concerned. And so the park seems to be a kind of like street course with, we'll get over there to see like what the bowl, if there's a bowl or a mini over there. But I'll just give you a look at the park. I mean, here's another spot. You know, sometimes you like if you like the shade, get over there. This could be a spot. So many different options, especially when it's a park, you know. So yeah, here's your mini. Here's your mini right here. So I just said that. Probably already could see it. So, and I like this. You have like this like hump roll in kind of thing. So this is really nice. I like the size of it, the angles on it. That's pretty solid. And yeah, so this gives you like all that, you know, the mini thing about it. I'm just trying to see if it's completely. I would imagine it's symmetrical and everything. They've just got some dimensions on here that make it look like it makes it look like it's not possibly, but I think it is. I guess it's the kind of thing where it's probably want to like figure this out. Like once you get out here, you can see what it's about. Yeah, I think that. I mean, it should be. But I was looking at, you know, are the ledges, are the platforms the same, and that kind of stuff. Usually, whether they are or not, you know, you can. It's not a huge deal, but it's nice to have, like, you know, to know those things, and you'll figure those out once you come out. All right, well, let's see what else is around here. You got a view of the skate park from here, and coming down the other side, nice roll in, and yeah, looks good. Oh, we're falling into this. Some grasses are growing up over here. So this could be another spot as well. All of this area. I mean, this is, I gotta say, this is probably one of in the top. It's definitely in the top 20% of just like as far as the coordination of the skill space possibilities with where the skate park is and what's offered by the skate park. So that's that could be good. And you come on the other side here. You've got your street course. So you get all your mini ramp, your mini practice in, and you go onto the street course. Got some ledges, some rails, these type of options. Get a look at it on this side, what that's like. And then get a look over here, what that's about. Looks like there's some drainage over here, so you can drain away the water. Nice spot over here. Good view of the park from here. You got this pretty unusual hemisphere rail over there. And then these bowls. Look at these pretty impressive bowls. They're not connected. Not that they need to be, but yeah. Sizable. They're pretty wide, and they give you some options here. And there's all this space out here as well. So just like tons of options, tons of space. Yeah, it's just open, very open park. This is really kind of unusual. These so then you got this extension that is like connected up with these with the coping here at the level. So this is something I've never seen before. You might not either. So this is like presents some kind of serious challenges to try to figure out what you want to do with that. It's pretty neat. And take a look at the other bowl here. This little diamond shape coming out. Potentially could do a gap here. This would be pretty insane. So yeah, they got to roll into the, I guess it's the larger bowl over here. This is the smaller bowl. And that's a great park. And you got over on this side, view from over here. This is now looking, it should be going south. This is to the south, to the west, sun's setting in the west, generally to the north, and that would be over the east is the basketball courts over there. Get your bearings, get your directions. So you got the quarter on this side to complete the street course. Yeah.